Hello, everybody. My name is Kel. I go by she, her, they, them. I'm 23 now. Yay! My birthday was on New Year's Day. Anyways, today I'm going to be doing clown makeup. While doing clown makeup, I'll also be talking about things that I did not finish. So this could be movies, this could be books. So let's start. I'm cleaning my brushes real quick. So the first thing that I did not finish, we're gonna go with books. There's this book that I read called Does It Hurt? Now, if you don't know what the book is, it is made by the author of Haunting Adeline. And she also made another book that I love called Sibby's. I can't remember her name. I can't remember the book's name. But it's called Sibby. And this is in the dark romance category. Anyways, Does It Hurt? It is a book about a girl who is on the run from her cop brother. She is on the run for something. I can't remember because it was so long ago. I have not finished this book. She's on the run for something. She committed a crime. I think she killed someone, whatever. She's on the run. And what she does is she goes from town to town. She gets with hot guys, sleeps with them, takes their money, takes their credit card information and everything, and just dips, right? That is the goal. Oh, I'm using my Athena face paint. I'm literally scraping the sides for the white one. Anyways, yeah, but she's on the run, and she is constantly doing this. Like I said, she sleeps with guys, takes their money, like gets their credit card information, and she dips. And she's been doing this for a while. She gets with this one guy at a bar. She's at a bar. She's drinking. This guy has anger problems, right? Also, this book goes back and forth. So, like, one chapter is the girl. Like, some chapters is the girl. Some chapters it's the guy. So, you can get both their POVs. This guy has an anger problem. And it seems like he has mommy issues. And he is a marine biologist. He likes to help study animals. He's on this island. And he studies wildlife, mainly animals, like I said, sea life, whatever. You see how this is about to go. So they're at a bar, they're drinking, and they're talking, and, they sleep together. She takes his credit card, dips, right? He of course, is pissed, because when his credit card is, he sleeps with this chick, and now his credit card is stolen. And so she is running up stuff in his credit card. And it causes problems. Hold on, I got a hair. It causes problems for him. And so, now this isn't dark romance, okay? And when I mean dark, girl, it's dark. Now, she runs up his stuff. He finds her again. And he decides to confront her. Now, like I said, this is a dark romance book. Emphasis on the word dark. If you've read Haunting Adeline and Sibby in the other book she wrote, Sibby, then you know how dark this could get. So they meet up again. He's rightfully so pissed as hell. I forgot to do my eyebrows. Oh, whatever. Rightfully so, he's pissed. He is pissed off. He's like, girl, you took my credit card. You're running up in my name. I'm literally just smudging this around my face. You're running stuff in my name. How dare you? Like, he rightfully so is pissed. She is like so nonchalant. She's like, please, I don't care. And so he's like, oh, you don't care. There's a scene in here. Oh, there's several. Now, like I said, this book, dark romance, you're not supposed to read it. No minor is supposed to read this book. Do not interact. But, girl, one of the scenes, so he decides, and now he's mad. So this is hate. Like, this is straight up hate. I'm talking about pure rivaled hate. I'm not talking about, oh, you guys broke up. It was a horrible breakup and for closure reasons. No, he's mad. He hates this girl. I'm talking about He is blowing her back out with so much anger. And one of my favorite lines from the book, she's like, "Oh God," and he's like, "Yeah, you better pray to me, I am your God," something along those lines. Love that. I might get that tattooed. But now they're on the ocean, right? Oh, so like I said, he's confronting her. He brings her to his boat. He drives her to the middle of the ocean. He is blowing her back out, and then he shoves her head in the water. I told you, dark romance, hate. All right, straight up. Now, I'm talking about he's waterboarding her while giving her the greatest orgasm of her life. Okay, like he is doing the business, and I had to pause at that scene because I was like, oh, okay. I had to realize where we're going with this. Now, after that, a storm happens and they end up on this deserted island. There is a lighthouse, and there is a lighthouse keeper. And so these two, who absolutely hate each other, are stuck on this island with minimal food. The lighthouse keeper's like, y'all can stay here. There's one bedroom, and they have to sleep in this bed, this creakily old bed, and they have a bucket to use the bathroom in. So not only do you have this is enemies. I'm talking about this is hate right here. So enemies to lovers, but also close proximity, forced proximity. All right. And you also find out more about this girl. Like, the reason why she's on the run from her cop brothers, because I guess he framed her for a murder because she did not want to be by him anymore. Right? So, we find out that. And then, like, we found out that there's mommy issues. They're forced to be in this area with this lighthouse keeper. The lighthouse keeper is also here's another thing. Here's another thing about the story that, and I should have known because I also read Haunting Adeline. I did not finish Haunting Adeline. Not that I didn't like it. I didn't finish it because at the time I was really tired, and I said I'll finish it the next, and I have not finished. But it is a really good book. But I should have known from that book. So the lighthouse keeper, like I said, he lives in this lighthouse, but you hear voices. Like it's late at night, and this girl talks about how she hears crying or a woman's voice in the hallway, and that it creeps her out. And this is over the course of the book, right? So like the first act is like, you know that the characters, second act, they're stuck on this island together. And as I'm reading, I'm starting to get tired of this lighthouse. I'm reading it, and it's like, okay, they're together. They start like it, whatever. They figure out their issues. The lighthouse keeper's also starting to be weird and funny. He's like telling the dude, I'm gonna keep this girl here, and we gonna do some things. And the dude is like, no, you're not. Stop. But like, it gets to a point where so the lighthouse keeper, I said this the third act, the lighthouse keeper tries to do something to the girl. He does not, because the girl basically fights him. Like, she's like, who do you think you is? And then the dude jumps in, and they kick him out of his own lighthouse. Right? But now they're stuck in this lighthouse together. And then, like, it starts becoming like a little ghost story. And I start getting bored. Like, I'm tired of the lighthouse. I'm tired of this. I want it to end. Hold on, I'm doing something based on the ear. So, black and green. But I'm tired of the lighthouse. I'm tired of this setting. I want it to end. Like, as I'm reading, which it doesn't happen to me. Like, usually I could finish a book and I could find something I like about the book, but I was really tired of the fucking lighthouse. I was tired of that deserted island. I was tired of the lighthouse. And it got to a point where I literally just stopped finishing. I don't know what happens. I know what happens. I know at some point they are able to leave the island, and they get married, and I think they have a kid. I can't remember because I just skipped to the ending. But I was done. I was like, I don't give a fuck about this lighthouse. Like, I so do not give a fuck about this lighthouse anymore. I want it to end. I want it to end. Fuck this lighthouse. fuck this scenery. I was done after a certain point. And then I didn't finish, which never happened. It's the first time I did not finish a book. I'm not even kidding. I have finished hundreds and hundreds of books in my lifetime. Some of them I even reread. I have found something to enjoy about a book. I have never gotten to a point of a book where it's like, oh no, I hate the characters. I hate this, that, and the third, the writing. Like, sometimes I'm on Wattpad too. I have a whole Wattpad account. I have read hundreds of books. Some of them are awful, but I like them, right? Because I like the cringe aspect of the book, right? Bro, could not finish it. No hate to the author. I loved Haunting Adeline. I loved the other book, Sibby. My clown girl, Sibby. Like I said, I just do not interact. But Sibby's my girl. Sibby is the bad bitch. But I could not finish the book. So, I think that's the only book I did not finish. That is literally the only book I could think of off the dome that I did not finish. Oh, wait. Okay. Another book I did not finish. Priest. Now, you might say, you didn't finish Priest? Why? Now, let me explain. As I was reading this, it was a good story. It still is. I think it's a great novel, and I did enjoy it. It became one of those, it started to get, okay. I did enjoy it. It was a great book. I was like, ooh, if you don't know, Priest, which I believe is a stand-up, like you can read it as a standalone, but it's part of a series, where this dude, after his sister committed suicide, and his family was part of a church. His sister committed suicide. I forgot why, but something really bad happened to her. She committed suicide, and the church did not support the family at all, did not give condolences. They're like very judgmental, as a church does. So they kind of distanced themselves from that church. They still are religious, but not really. Especially like the parents are not, none of them are. This dude decides to become a priest of like a small church. He becomes a priest. He wants to help people because he feels like he couldn't help his sister. Like he felt like he didn't do enough by his sister. So he decides he wants to be a priest and help others, right? So he like does the whole, like he's young too. I think he's like early to mid 20s. And he's like, he does the whole priest celibacy. Think like the hot priest from the show Fleabag. Right there. Right there is your description. So, he is, like I said, he's a priest. He helps people. He does the whole confession or whatever. This beautiful hot woman comes in. And she's like, oh, Father, forgive me for I have sinned. And he's like, come here, my child, how may I help thee? Basically, this girl, she comes from a rich background. Her whole life was set up for her. She could have been set for life, but she felt trapped, suffocated in that life, if you will. So she decides to be a whore. I'm talking about she is sleeping with people for months. She is living the high life, and she says she enjoys it. But she feels bad that she enjoys being a promiscuous harlot. But the priestess like, it is okay, it's fine, do not, like, the whole thing. But he's also kind of getting turned on. Because the way she's talking about these things, hold on, I'm trying to put primer on my lips. Did I put primer on my face? No, because I do not have enough primer to put on thy face. But he is like, girl, it's okay. But also he's getting turned on because the way she's talking, and then he imagines her like it, like, girl. Okay, so I think the first time they meet, they don't do anything. I think the first time, like, she just comes there to confess her sins, whatever. Fine. Cool. Girl. That next time she comes in there, I bet you she came in there with a mission. Ooh. She came in there with a mission, with a goal in mind. I can't remember her description, but she was in a really hot dress. And, ooh, I did not blend this right. I might need that powder. You know what I'm talking about? That, like, white base powder to also go on top. Anyways, I might need more white face paint. But she came in. I bet you she came in here with a mission because she's wearing this hot dress. And he is, like I said, he's getting turned on more. And stuff happens on that church floor. They get it on. Now, I did not finish it. I don't know why. I really can't know the reason for why I didn't finish this book. I was enjoying it. It was nice. It was a great book to read. I don't remember why I didn't finish it. I don't remember. And that's sad because it was actually a good book. I was enjoying it. I just didn't finish it. And that sucks. Like, and let's go to movies I did not finish because I do have a couple I did not finish. One of the movies that I did not finish was My Bloody Valentine 3D. And you could be like, well, Kel, you probably didn't finish it because it's a horror remake of a 90s, I believe it's older than that, of a classic film, and it wasn't that good. No. I've seen the remake of Friday the 13th, and I love that movie down. I hate the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street because that movie was really poorly made. I've seen remakes of horror movies. Some of them I do enjoy. I hated the My Bloody Valentine 3D movie because the people in that town are effing annoying. Let me explain. So, in My Bloody Valentine, we meet a boy whose father owns the mines. He did not want to work in said mines, but his father forces him to work there. And he also is getting mistreated by the other workers. Because, like I said, he did not want to work there. And they seem like they didn't want him there either. And they think he does not deserve the job. He also did not want to work there and believes he did not deserve the job. So, one day, a freak accident happens at the mines. As they're leaving, one of the head miners, M-I-N-E-R, sorry, we're not a Minecraft YouTuber. He decides that he is gonna start attacking people, right? So, hold on. I need a mirror, and I'm gonna use my mirror. I'm gonna bring this close to me. So he decides he's going to harm the other workers. Hold on. If I could just... As in doing so, this causes our main character, played by Jensen Ackles, to develop PTSD. That said miner is arrested and ends up in the hospital, right? Now we cut to... Oh, wrong top. We cut to present day. Well, not present day, but a couple of years later. That mine has been shut down, rightfully so. And teenagers, of course, because this is a 2000s remake, decide they want to party inside mines. As they're gathering at the mines, one of the dudes hates the guy for some reason. He does not like him, and he thinks he's a douche. And one of the other friends, who is a female, and this dude who hates Jensen Ackles, because I forgot the guy's name, the character's name, Jensen Ackles, the guy who is dating said other girl, and they're waiting for Jensen Ackles and his girlfriend to show up, right? He didn't want to come to this party. Hold on. I am trying to do this. He did not want to come to the party. He didn't want to go. His girlfriend said, it would be great for you to get out the house and hang out with your friends. So he said, I messed that up because I'm talking. Hold on. Okay. He said, fine, I'll go for you. They go to the party. All hell breaks loose. All bloody... I shouldn't be using that one for this. All bloody hell breaks loose. I'm talking about... So, the minor that killed the people was chained up in the hospital. He broke out of the hospital, killed some nurses and guards on his way, and is now heading to said mine. And he gets there, starts killing people. Bodies, left and right. Right? And as people are running out trying to leave, Jensen is left, right? He is there, he's on the ground, he gets tripped up because someone bumps into him. I believe so, I can't remember exactly, but I believe that's what happened. Someone bumps into him, and he's asking his girlfriend to come save him. She leaves, or she thinks about it, and then the dude that doesn't like Jensen Ackles' character grabs her and gets out of the tunnel. She's like, I'll give her credit for it. She's like, we need to go back. We need to go back for him. Homeboy said, fuck no. We're not going back. They get in the car, they drive off. Jensen Ackles is now stuck there. That's another trauma added to his list, right? So the first murder in the mines that he did not want to work, he didn't want to go there, he didn't want to work there. His dad forced him, people died. He's there, trauma. Then, second time in the mines where his girlfriend drags him to a party that he did not want to go to. Trauma. So the police come in, they kill the guy, they finally get him down. That's it. So now we get to another flashback. It has been years later since that tragedy. And Jensen Ackles his character has been left the town. His father has recently died. His father has the rights to the mines given to Jensen Ackles' character. Mind you, Jensen Ackles did not want to work in the mines. He does not like the mines. He has trauma with the mines. So Jensen decides to sell said mines. This upsets the people. Even though, why are we still in the mines in present day at this point, at this time in the movie? But the townspeople are mad at him. Not, like, do you not understand this motherfucker got trauma associated with the mines? You think he wants to keep on to this? So he comes into town to do the signing for the mines, the sign over the rights, like the finished signing paperwork for the mines, and then he was gonna leave. He chills there. He sees his old ex-girlfriend, who is now married to the guy that left him for dead. But not only is she married to that guy, they do have a kid, and that dude is the sheriff of the town, or the police chief. But he also is cheating on his wife with a high schooler. He's cheating on his wife, who is Jensen Ackles' ex-high school girlfriend, with a high schooler. He is married with a kid, cheating on said wife. with the high schooler. Okay, so Jensen Ackles sees that his ex-girlfriend is working in a grocery store. He says hi, they talk during her lunch break, and she's like, you know, you didn't have to leave. That wasn't right for you to leave. That you're unfair to us. How did, bitch? First of all, he has 2 traumas associated with this town of the tragedies of those murders. 1, 2, you left him for dead. 3, his father died. The same father that forced him to work in the mines in the first place. You also, hold on, I gotta, pick my nose. You also learn that him and his dad does not have a good relationship. Of course they don't. I'm sorry if you heard a sound in the background. That was my little brother. One of my brothers. But, yeah. So, yeah, he should have, I would have been left that town. Anyways, they talk. She does her whatever mess. He goes to get a drink at the bar. An old man decides he wanted to jump him at the bar. He's drinking he's trying to enjoy his beer, his alcohol, whatever. He just wants to drink before he has to leave town. They wanted to fight him. These old people wanted to fight him. And then one of the police officers who's known him and his dad for years stops the fight from happening, but then tells Jensen Ackles' character that he needs to leave because he is causing trouble. Excuse me. He's causing trouble? Not the old guy that was trying to jump and fight him is causing trouble. But Jensen Ackles' character is causing trouble. And this is because, like I said, he sold the rights to the mine. Even though the same mine has been that had 2 tragic murders in it. But also, y'all was not making money from said mine anyways. Yeah, okay. So, Jensen Ackles leaves the bar, and then homeboy's ex-high school girlfriend, who is now a hooker, gets killed. And I literally didn't care at this point. I stopped the movie halfway through because, I didn't care about this. I didn't care about these townspeople. I was rooting for them to die. And apparently, spoilers, Jensen Ackles has a split personality where he becomes the miner that is killing people in the town now. Now, why would he have said split personality? Because you see that he's taking pills. You see he's taking some sort of medication. But why would he need to take that medication? And why would he need to... And why does he have a split personality when he is said miner that is killing the people of the town? Oh, right, because of the traumas. The 2 traumas that happened in the mines. Yeah, no, I stopped the movie because I didn't care. I didn't care at that point. I was like, this movie is, I didn't care about these people. They all deserved it. They all deserved it. Second movie I did not finish. Pulp Fiction. I thought Pulp Fiction was boring. Now, I've heard the hype around this movie for years, and I was like, oh, this has 3 of my favorite actors, John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, and Uma Thurman. There's a Fall Out Boy song inspired by Uma Thurman. So I was like, let me watch the movie. Let me check it out. I know, some of the quotes. I was like, let me check this out. I watched the movie. Stores Fest. I did not fit. I thought it was boring, and I did not like it. The actors are only good parts of the film. I was very confused, and I was bored. I didn't like it, and that's okay. I also don't. I don't like Quentin Tarantino as much. He's a great director, but the guy is an a-hole. Especially you see the stuff he was saying, he's an a-hole. Next movie I did not finish. The Maze Runner. Oh, don't kill me. I've seen every Divergent film. I've seen the first Hunger Games. Listen, I've read the Hunger Games books. That effed me up. And I watched the first movie. That effed me up. When I saw Ruta, I was like, oh, they're about to put me through the trenches with the rest of these movies. I'm not touching these movies with a pole. But I've seen all the Divergent movies, and I've seen Divergent more than once. So I'm a known lover of YA adult fiction books, young adult books and movies. I did not like The Maze Runner. I have tried to watch it on 3 separate occasions. I've gotten bored. That movie feels like 2 hours. when I watched the Divergent franchise and even the Hunger Games, it did not feel like 2 hours. It doesn't feel like I'm watching a 2-hour movie. The Maze Runner feels like I'm watching a 2-hour movie. I did not like it. Even though I love Dylan O'Brien, I love Thomas, who was in Nanny McPhee. I love the actors that are in this film. Did not finish it. I tried 3 separate times. I was like, let me give it a chance. No, I literally stopped same part of the film. I did not finish that movie. I don't think I'm ever going to finish that movie. And that's okay. The Maze Runner feels like 2 hours. And it's boring. I don't like it. I think that's all of the stuff that I've done. Like, I have not finished. Like, did not finish. I can't think of any other stuff. Like, I watched The Shining. I don't think it's all that. I like the best scene is the bloody elevator. But, like, I don't like it. I see why Stephen King made his own version. I don't like it. I did not like the film. I sat through the whole film. I didn't like it. And I see why, Stephen King didn't want Jack Nicholson as the character. Because, Jack Nicholson is a great actor. But, if this character's supposed to be sympathetic, he's supposed to be actually trying to turn his life around and trying to be a better father and a better husband. But I understand why, Stephen King, the character is supposed to be a sympathetic man who's trying to become a better husband and father. And I'm sorry, but Jack Nicholson is already kind of creepy. That's why he was a great Joker. Jack Nicholson is a great character. He's a great actor. I've seen him, of course, in the Batman movie, but also in Anger Management. He is a really great actor. But I think for that role, Stanley Kubrick, also, about the stuff, he did to our girl, how he made her have to repeat scenes multiple times. No. That movie was not all that. I need to watch Dr. Sleep. Because I hear Mike Flanagan did such a good job that Stephen King could kind of stand. He could stand The Shining by Stanley Kubrick. But I also need to watch Stephen King's version. Because I've seen the Carrie movie, the TV movie that he did, I believe. It was great. I loved it. I think that's all the stuff that I did not finish. Book-wise, like I said, I've read most of the books. I am not DNF'd a book unless, I, pause and I will come back to it. That's how I normally work. Because I have to take breaks between my reading. Because I'll go through a whole binge where I'm just reading days on end, months on end. And then I'll stop, take a break, and go to my other hobbies. But, yeah, I did not finish Does It Hurt? Girl, I love you as an author. I was so tired of that lighthouse. I was so tired of it. And then, like I said, the movies I did not finish was, God damn it, Pulp Fiction and The Maze Runner. Sorry to you guys. The actors in that movie and franchise do great. I just could not get through it. And that's okay. That's not for me. And that's okay. I hope you liked this getting ready with me in clown makeup while I yap. I'm gonna try to post more videos. Like I said, I'm gonna try. I have 2 younger siblings. And also, I get sleepy. And also, I have health problems. I have horrible, horrible headaches and migraines. I have one right now, but I pushed through it because I needed to post a video. I hope you check out my other videos. I do have a Tumblr, my Tumblr is Black Nerd Speaks. My Instagram is Princess Clea 18. I might change that though. So right now it should still be Princess Clea 18. If it's not, it'll be Kella's a Gremlin. Do I have any other socials? Not giving you my Twitter. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope y'all have a great day, evening, night. You are loved and you are special. Okay, bye-bye.